The journey to the NFL ain't always what it seems. It ain't easy as it looks. You know, some of us have to take the unconventional route of doing things the unconventional way to make sure our name gets seen and we get heard. Imagine having to take the difficult route. So my journey to the NFL, first, I was a quarterback. I was a hell of a quarterback, played quarterback my whole life. Everybody known Asante Samuel for playing quarterback. And my junior year in high school, we got a new coach. You know, first time in the history. Boy, I won't say the history, but we had a white coach. It's like, wasn't known for having a white coach at our school, predominantly black school. And, you know, he brought a little knowledge and he brought a little respect to the game, and getting us to college is what it was about. And that was his main objective. So, you know, he came to Boyd Anderson High School, and he had this thing of changing everybody's position. Now, mind you, I was a hell of a quarterback. I led the county in passing. It was me and Ryan Snyder. I think I had like 1,800 yards in 1 year. And he was like, man, if you want to go to college, man, listen to me. And he changed my position to defensive back. So I played defensive back, you know, made a couple big hits, couple big plays, and made a name for myself. You know, was out there running around, being an athlete. And, you know, coming my senior year, I had one scholarship, and it was to Hofstra University. If you're not familiar with that, it's in New York. Wayne Quebec went there. So I was going to Hofstra University. That was pretty much my only scholarship. A Florida boy, got to go to New York in the cold. And got his all-star game, the Broward versus Dade game. And Coach Cox from University of Central Florida comes up and asks me, do I want to go to UCF? And I'm like, yeah. I didn't know too much about the school. They had Dante Culpepper at the time. And I'm like, yeah. I take my visit to UCF, obviously. I go to UCF. Now, here I am at UCF. New experience. You know, a lot of talented players all over the world obviously go to college and Division I college, so you got to compete. So I get to college. Our coach got this thing called the production chart. So basically meaning everything you do will be charted down. And you have points for your production, whether it's a tackle, pass breakup, interception. You know, maybe if you get the ball caught on you, you lose points, you know, so on and so forth. For example, an interception, maybe 4 points, you know what I mean? A pass breakup, maybe 2 points, or, you know, something like that. So, you know, obviously, I beat out a senior my sophomore year. We was going back and forth though. And I had the most production, and I won the starting job. Now going into my junior year, same thing. Production. Who can be the most productive is going to win the starting job. Now, my friend Travis Fisher, he was on the other side. The production chart really didn't matter to him. You know, he was on another little status, you know what I mean? He was kind of like the superstar. Coach loved him, man. He was a hell of a player. And so it was just really one side that was open for starting. So obviously I'm starting there again. Now, after our junior year, Travis Fisher, he gets drafted. He gets drafted in the second round. Now, mind you, the production chart, I clearly feel like I'm beating everybody. I am beating everybody, and I feel like I'm the best cornerback on the team. Everybody should have that confidence. Well, Travis Fisher gets drafted, but he doesn't go to the combine. And that was a problem. You know, he went second round, but he doesn't go to the combine. Now, mostly everybody that goes to the combine gets drafted. Mostly everybody that don't go to the combine don't get drafted. So if you see the significance of going to the combine and the catch here. So now, like I said, it's a small school, you know, everything isn't normal. of getting drafted and going to the NFL at my school, Central Florida. So going into my senior year, I had this thing, man. I was just like, I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure my name get recognized, I get drafted, they see my talent because I think I deserve to be in here, especially if my friend Travis Fisher just made it. So I told the film crew, every time you see a scout come into the facilities, give me a call. I'm gonna come up there. So boom, the scouts coming up there, they call me. So I go into the film room with the scouts while they're watching me film. You know, we had a big time recruit. He was Mel Kiper's top 20, I think at the time. Doug Gabriel. He was supposed to be a top 20 pick, first round selection. So we had numerous scouts. You know, all of them coming through, flocking through, and so I would kind of intercept them. The art of the interception, baby. I would kind of intercept them and go in the film room and talk to them. And I would ask them the pros and the cons about me. What do you think, or what do you see that's bad about me? What do you think I need to work on? And instantly, all of them would say the same thing. Your speed, we got you down for a 4.69. I think I had ran it, you know, ran the 40s going into your senior year. Sometime they got this time from somewhere, you know what I mean? So when they would say that, I was prepared. You know, we played Virginia Tech, Andre Davis. He played wide receiver. He was a 60-meter champ or runner-up at Virginia Tech in the ACC. So I remember me and him going one-on-one down the sideline, bump and run coverage, stride for stride. I break it up. They throw it deep. So I would tell the scouts, you think I'm slow? Go pull up the Virginia Tech film and watch me and Andre Davis go stride for stride. So everybody would go watch that film and they would instantly have a different mindset of me. Everything they heard, everything they seen, or was being talked about, they was watching a football player play football in instance. Forget all the chatter. You know, sometimes you got to make things, you got to force things to happen the way you need it to. You know, you need a little help. Your God gonna do what he do, but sometimes you got to help out. You can't just think it's gonna happen. So I found out the problems, and I found out what they thought of me, and I corrected their thinking, just like that, just by being proactive. You know what I mean? Obviously, I was supposed to be in school, but you know, school wasn't really my thing. I figured out how to get through school, and you know, the art of the interception. But so now I'm talking to the scouts. You know, everyone that come in, I'm sure it's almost every team came through there. You know, they wanted to see Doug, and you know, a couple of us made a name for ourselves. They had a ranking. It was a national scout and a regional scout. Now, this is important. This was based on how you get to the combine. If the national scout and the regional scout didn't have a grade on you, you wasn't going to go to the combine. So you had to make sure the national scout and the regional scout had you down in their list, or you might not make it to the combine. So my friend Elton Patterson, he got drafted 7th round, but he kind of missed out on that list. He wished, you know, he would have did some of the things that I did, and then, you know, maybe he would have got drafted a little higher. Sometimes you just got to be a little extra proactive. So now, boom, I played my senior year. I get the combine letter. I'm in the combine. Yeah, man, it's one step closer to my goal. My dream is to make it to the NFL. You know, now I can go be around all these talented people who everybody they talking about and saying is the best, and they fast. And, you know, at that time, Terrence Newman was the top dog cornerback, and it was 16 cornerbacks got drafted in front of me. 16 cornerbacks. So, you know, I'm going up there. Now it's time to go up there. Man, I go up there, I show my butt off, man. I ran a 4.51 at the combine, but it was, you know, electric time. You know, I ain't dropped no ball on my feet. It's immaculate. You know, I always had great feet, explosiveness, breaking on the ball, so on and so forth. Now, you know, come back after the combine. Now, you wait to see how hot you are, how lit you made your situation. So you waiting for calls and to see, you know, who want to talk with you, who want to get to know you a little better, who want to know your history. So if they draft and invest this money into you, you know, are they really in serious with you? So, you know, I had a couple teams. I had Atlanta Falcons. I had Josh McDaniels of New England Patriots. Shout out to Josh. You know, I had Probably like one or two more other teams, but not too many. These people were serious. They was coming to work me out every day. I think my first workout came from Emmett Thomas and Mike Beathard. I think that's how you say his name. Mike Beathard. Bobby Beathard. I'm sorry, Bobby Beathard from the Atlanta Falcons. I think he was the president at some time. And Emmett Thomas, the Hall of Fame cornerback. They came to work me out. They was working me out, man. He's telling me, man, you look so good, man. I can't believe, you're under the radar like this and this and that and the other. And they telling me, we're gonna take you in the second round. We're our first pick. But man, our job gonna be on the line. Are you gonna fight for us, man? Are you gonna make sure that you don't get us in trouble for this pick? And I'm explaining, yeah, man, you see I'm ready to work. I'm a dog, man. I'm a play. Listen, man, get me there. I'm going to do what I need to do, man. I'm going to make y'all happy. They came a couple times. I did all the convincing I did. They convinced me that they was going to take me. I just knew I was going to be Atlanta Falcons. You know what I mean? But every time I seen him after that, it's all love. But then you had Josh McDaniel. See, a lot of people don't know. Josh McDaniel, the offensive coordinator, the offensive specialist, the offensive genius. He started off as a defensive back coach, assistant, or, he started with the defense. So he came down, he loved me, man, he worked me out, he talked to me, he was telling me, I'm gonna do everything I can to get you there, and he showed a lot of interest, man. He would keep going and watch film, Atlanta and New England. These were the teams, that I felt that was most highly and strong on me. So now I take me a visit to Atlanta, and now I take me a visit to New England. I'm flying Providence Airport into this city I never been. It's a big culture shock to me. I don't even know where it's at on the map. Now I get there, do my visit. I get in there, Coach Romeo, Eric Mancini, oh man, we see your film, we love you, blah, blah, blah. They're telling me all this and, this and that and the other. And they just praising me, and they pulling up my film and they showing me. They're showing me knocking people out in college, intercepting the ball, pass breakups, the whole shebang. You know what I mean? So I leave there, go back home. And now, it's time for the draft. I did my workouts. I did everything I could do. So first round comes. I'm looking, hey, New England. They got like a 10 pick, 14 pick. I'm thinking, hey, it's about to be me. Obviously, that wasn't me. I had no idea what my ranking was or whatever. But now Cincinnati's calling me. Before the second round, before the third round, something like that. They telling me they about to take me with the next pick. And they didn't take me. And they called me back. And they're like, man, it was between you and this other guy, man. We finna take you on this next pick. I promise you, man, this and that. And then by this time, it's the third round. And then third round goes, they don't pick me. Neither does nobody else. I am stressed out. Now the draft is over with. The first day. Back then it was 1 through 3 rounds, and then it's over with. I'm stressed. I can't eat. I am panicking. I don't know what to do with myself. My mama is trying to calm me down. And then Cincinnati's calling me again, telling me they're about to take me with their first pick in the 4th round. Now, I'm just letting y'all know the stress we go through, the things we go through. This is damn near about to give me a heart attack at the time. Now the 4th round comes. They don't pick me. So by this time, I'm kind of immune to it. I'm just sitting there, my stomach hurting, my chest hurt, and everything else. Now it's like a 121st pick, 120 pick, something like that. But nobody that's interested in me have these picks. But I'm seeing something saying a trade and this and that, and I get a call from New England. And it said, you're welcome to New England. Welcome to being a Patriot, something like that. Something they said. Let me hold, and I'm going to put the head coach, Bill Belichick, on your phone. Man, he got on that phone. The movie Boys in the Hood, man, when After his friend Trey Friend got shot, I'm in the, after I got drafted, I got on that phone, I'm in the middle of the street, I'm swinging that air, I'm crying, I got a chip on my shoulder instantly. Boy, when I get to this NFL, I'm finna show these fools how they messed up. The art of interception, baby. Pick 6, deuce here, we out.